never tell you this. You know how you hear the internet marketers or the gurus tell you about big money? And look, I did it too. So I'm like, big money. And I gravitated toward it. And then I started buying the stuff that would give me the big money, but I had no seed money to fund my big money ambitions. Do you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy. I want to talk to you briefly about this notion of what I call new money, okay? Before I became the Black Women Millionaires Mentor, I was a tenured professor, and I still am. Sometimes you'll listen to me talk and you hear pure Stanford come out of my face, all right? Sometimes you hear street. I'm bilingual. We've talked about that on some occasions. But this is the thing. When I was teaching full-time, I was on a 9-month contract, bringing in $47,000 a year. Real talk. I know some strippers and some bartenders who make more money than PhDs. Holla if you feel me. But I didn't know what else to do but teach. And I will tell you, teaching in the arts, those are the least likely areas to make big money, right? And so I was dependent upon my university, but I didn't have enough money to cover my summer months. And I had gone to my provost and asked for money, and he has given it to me for a number of years, like 5 years, I believe. And he said, look, you're gonna have to come up with a different solution instead of coming to ask me for money, because I won't always be here. Now, I'm gonna tell you, I was flooded with shame. I mean, it was embarrassing. Here I am with 4 degrees, a PhD from Stanford, but I'm too afraid to go and try to do something but teach the classes that I knew how to teach. So not only did I lose my, my self-confidence, I lost my self-respect. I'm groveling for pennies, okay? Can you relate to that? Have you ever had to grovel for something because you were too scared to try something else? That's been my walk, and so I started to gig. My background's in performance, and I turned it into edutainment. So I started gigging, and I got $100 here, or $500 there, or $25 here. That's what I call new money. It's money you make that's based on the skills that you're using for somebody else's job, that you're not using for yourself. Does it make sense? So with new money, what you're doing is you're taking the skill sets that you already have and you're moving them away from what you do it for someone else and you're applying it to yourself. So I was able to bring in new money by being able to speak, teach, listen, write, and inspire. And I'm gonna tell you, those 5 are still the pillar of my $1 million business, okay? But that new money not only gave me a life where I could take my sweetheart to the movies, and pay for my summer without having to go grovel, right? But it also became the seed money for me to buy my very first business cards, for me to buy my very first website, for me to be able to get my first logo. Do you understand? And that seed money gave me the opportunity so that I could invest in a mentor. And I could learn how to do copy and marketing and sales and funnels. And then that was the foundation for my leap to 1.2 million in 3 years. So I want you to know, they're gonna tell you this, right? They're gonna all talk about the big money. But I'm gonna tell you, babe girl, you need new money to create the seed money to make your big money on your own terms.